Yeah.
I still get this feeling when I'm driving down certain road to think, wow, I can't believe I'm in Cambodia and living in Cambodia. So there's still that feeling after 4 years of being here. So
Yeah.
very cool. Ronald, you want to say anything, honey? Share with us.
Yeah.
Emerald, before we start, just want to acknowledge you. I forgot to click live, so I just
I
did
saw
that
that.
about 2 seconds ago. Just want to let you know that.
No
Kim,
worries.
if
I
you
saw
want to
it.
retouch a little bit back of what you said, like maybe later on, that's also
Mm,
suggest as well.
sure.
Go ahead, Emerald.
So yeah, we came here 4 years ago. We tried several other businesses, like a bubble tea franchise from Thailand. We have two shops, one on the border of Vietnam and one on the border of Thailand. So it's in Spiding and Boi Pai. Car wash, auto repair did not work well during COVID, so we had to close that down. Um, right now, I run two nonprofits, the Labs Foundation. We work with 4 American brands to ensure safety in their factories. I work with Gap, Target, Walmart, and VF Corp factories. And then I also work for IDH. They're pretty much the same nonprofit based out of the Netherlands. So we work on getting people better jobs, better income, putting them in a better environment, but also getting a better environment overall when it comes to green sustainability and then gender equity. I actually work in that also. So every program, we have 13 programs in IDH, so we are trying to be 100% gender intentional in each of the program. As she mentioned, I was born in Thailand. She was born in Cambodia. So I was in the U.S. for about 38 years before I moved back here. Um, we work a lot of different big corporations, and it's the grind of this is where we see the U.S. versus Cambodia. You're living to work over there instead of working to live.
Yeah.
So we see it here. We love it here, and like you said, it's home to us.
Yeah.
First visit, I was telling Chris on the podcast, first visit here was 2010, and I was just amazed. I mean, I never wanted to come back. My wife kept saying, "Let's go back." I said, "No, no, no, no. I don't want to go play with dirt and whatever. This we see in karaoke. So I'm like, I don't want to be doing any of this stuff. But once I got here, 2010, even though the country was really underdeveloped, very poor, I fell in love with it. I did not want to go back. I said I did not want to go back home. So we said when we got back after about 2.5 weeks, we got to figure out a way to come back. We visited a couple more times after that, and then I got lucky. She got a job offer to run a micro insurance company here. So I said, let's go explore. You do your thing. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, this is our kids love it here. So speaking with Chris about KBAMI and UBAMI, I see one is catered to Khmer and one is universal. I'm not trying to resurrect any Khmer empire. That's old school of thought. This is my opinion. But I know Cambodia can do a lot better. I see Cambodia as the next Singapore. Singapore is a very small country, but it's literally not littered with rich people. And I think we can do the same here. We have about 17 million people. But we have so much NGOs here, nonprofits operating here, and I think there's a reason. When you deal with the governments, one of my main jobs as running the nonprofit is still dealing with the government stakeholders, and it's very easy to get them face to face. The government here, connecting with C-levels, so a lot of companies I see, organizations here are working on corporate sustainability, social responsibility, and then ESG on environment, social governance. And with the mandate from Europe and then eventually the U.S., Cambodia is on the right path. It just needs a push here and there. But yeah, nice to meet you. And how do you pronounce your name?
Satiya.
Satiya. Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you at right now?
I'm in around Georgia.
Oh, okay, we live in Breaklip, so we're a little bit further up. We're in Georgia, but in Breaklip.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's about 10 minutes drive, something like that.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks for that. hopefully we get to meet in person sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
And Embro, I'm also gonna fill you in a little bit more detail as we move forward. Share you more information about the 802 Angkor Crowne KBAMI UBAMI. It is not in our goal to resurrect. It's just a theme that we want like to people to relate to. But we want to help every single Khmer to become successful, just like Kim, just like yourself, to seek and discover the gift of happiness, um, the gift of enjoyment, purposeful, fulfilling life. So that's the gift. So once we discover that, now we're ready to give that away to share it to the next person and make every single Khmer children, teenager, adult, and elderly to find that gift. And that's our ultimate mission.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing, like I said, I'm not like I'm the same page as you are. This is started in my dream, and I feel that I wanted to dedicate my life for the rest of my life to help Khmer people around the world to become where we used to be at one point. That's when the 802, the Great Khmer Empire started. And that's why I used that theme, that we were one of the best and ruled the whole Southeast Asia. But I'm not interested in politics. I'm not interested in religion. I'm not interested in none of those. All I want to do is seek and discover the gift. That through finance, through businesses, just like what you guys are doing. And the only way we could do it is three things: unification, collaboration, and cooperation. So when I spoke to Satiya collaborated and collided his vision with our vision, and he have some big plan of how we're going to do this. So Satiya, how did you get involved with me, and how did you become such a big energy that collide with my energy, and what convicts you to make this commitment to follow that you feel that it's your destiny as well? Share that with Imro and Kim. And what is your big ultimate plan as well with the 45-day tour?
Yeah, the reason I joined 802 Angkor Crown Command is because the fact that I'm at this stage now in life where I just want to do something amazing and leave a legacy behind, and I just want all the Khmer people around the world be a part of that, you know. And we have started the train journey. We did one song which is 80% done now, and it reflects the horrific era of Khmer Pol Pot. And it's something to start us going with this song. And I feel that the 30 more songs will definitely impact the global community of Khmer people. And we have going to get together is through the 45-day tour around the world, where the Khmer people, the businesses join together in one community, one family. And we're going to showcase what Khmer people is all about. Yeah. Is there anything I'm missing out, Chris?
Yeah. Well, not missing. I can, when I said Satiya, energy and mind kind of expanded, and somehow we just collided, and we'll finally meet in there, and there's a powerful message in there. So from my dream to me becoming a warrior, my ultimate mission, my destiny is to connect all you guys together. And I have done that, and it's happening. So you can see I've been successful connecting Khmer leaders, inspirational leaders, invested together, and passionate entrepreneur, and also connecting all the NGO and then 5013 to help Khmer children all across the world, but not just Khmer blood. Anybody that love us, love our culture, I would consider them Khmer as well. It is the action that I'm looking at, not what your blood is related to. It's the action. And me, I'm all about taking action. I don't just say it. I don't just plan it. I take action. I have a strong, we have a strong vision. We have a strong mission. We have a goal. We have plan of action. And we're going to start implementing it, executing it. We're going to build up to 100 co-founder. and we're gonna get all the Khmer. My goal right now is why Satiya doing his 30 song that's gonna be related to all of the great Khmer Empire, how they relate to Khmer, all different. I mean, that's something I don't know about music, but when I spoke to him, he could blow my mind away what his vision is, and that's something I leave that to him to share with you. But for that being said, the 45 day is to celebrate Khmer New Year. So every Khmer New Year, we're gonna take 45 days from you said in March, right? Like starting middle of March and the end of May. So we do a 45 day. We're gonna have a go where Khmer is at in Thailand, Vietnam, Australia, Philippines, USA, kind of tour this song. So I think our goal is to talk at 2025. But if my plan of action go and meet and exceed my expectation, we're able to do 2024, we're doing 2024. But at the same time, we're also going to be working with organizer, influencer to see if we can get to Satiya to do a small event so that we can start building this to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So those are the things that Satiya and I kind of share the vision of how, from my perspective, my experience, how would I do this? So I told them, look, I only have plan of action. I can't promise you anything. And the best we could do is make adjustment. But my ultimate goal is to connect you with all the NGO, with all the 501c, with all the inspirational leaders, with all the entrepreneur and investor. And then from there, you have to connect with the energy. If you don't connect the energy and the vibe, then you don't have anything. Right? So those are the things that I promised Satiya, that I do my job, and I am dedicated. I decided to dedicate the rest of my life to help seek and discover that gift. So it's powerful, and I believe with my connection and my experience and my dedication, I feel that we could connect with a lot of Khmer leaders around the world, and then we get them to get organized a big event for us, and then we should able to generate millions and millions of dollars just on a yearly basis and do this 45-day global event, and we can feature Satiya as our major stage, and then he also will be connecting to Vanda. He's going to be connecting to Van Tan. But again, this is only plan of action. It's unofficial. Okay, this is just a plan. Yeah. And I also told him, said, look, I can also withdraw, and we can say, look, the ACMMPRO is for sale, but reserved for Vanda, Van Tan, and G. David when they're ready to have their own label. I don't mind stepping away and let those four take it to the next level, because I've done my job. My job is, my destiny is to pass this message to you, to get you all connected. And I'd be happy just to see your success and see everybody else's success, and just enjoy, watching all, Khmer people strive, rise, and conquer together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Satiya, in your opinion, what type of support do you need?
Through financial support, to get the 30 songs done. And Chris is putting together a investment package to send it to investors, and that will outline everything that the investor needs to know.
And would you like me to give it a layout for you, Satiya, like we talk about, yeah. Or you want to do it?
No, it's probably best. That's your area, so you do that.
Okay. So my goal is, this is optional. Satiya and I, we look at the package and we look at what we're doing. This is an opportunity of a lifetime to do something amazing, something bigger than ourselves. I feel that for Satiya to even offer or suggest this idea, I think it's an honorable love and from his heart. So the package he want to do is, he would own 20% of the every song. He doesn't make anything. He just owns 20% of royalty of the profit. And then ACMMPRO, that would own 20%. And then an investor would own 60% for eternity. So, but it breaks down to every single song. So him and I, we talk about finance. I said, Satiya, what do you need to get every single song done? He said, well, from my experience, Chris, I would need $5,000 to get the. What are the 4 states that you talking about, Satiya? Because you're in music. The 5
Well,
states.
yeah, there's a group, well, a bunch of kids that are musicians and songwriters and producers. So they are responsible for all the 30 songs. And each song we need, obviously we need a beat. All right, we need the instrumental, followed by the lyrics, and followed by the Khmer instruments. Sorry, recording it live and add to the song, mix and mastering, and yeah, that's the layout of the $5 grand that we needed to sponsor each
And
song.
then for us to do a short film, the music video, how much would it cost us?
Like high quality, $5 grand to $7 grand for music video.
And then what else do we need? Like promotion, marketing, advertising. How much do we need for that one? This is an area where Joshua will be talking to you a little bit more
But
detail.
yeah,
Right?
just is that's his area of expertise, so I wouldn't have a clue on that.
So yeah, Joshua is our co-founder and vice president of promotion, marketing, and advertising. I just set up a meeting with Satiya, and their job is to talk together and get the package together so we can add it to the investment package.
Yeah.
So I think it probably range from. This is only a guess. Don't. This is unofficial. Don't quote me for it. It's going to probably cost about a total for each song. It's around 24,000, right? Because you're going to have photographer and video production following you to do a live show and wherever you go to get that exposure as well, right? Continue to grow that exposure.
Yeah, I
right?
believe so. Yeah.
So would it safe to say 25,000 for each song?
For the marketing,
For everything?
song, music video, and marketing. Yeah, about 1920.
About 20? Okay. So
Yeah, to make it
pushing
explode.
25 just to be safe. So the
Yeah.
structure is he want to give them all Khmer people. He doesn't want big investor, but if it happened with the big investor, they have to be at least 3 big investor or 10 small Khmer family that can come in and be part of owner of what he's doing. So that they own it for eternity because he believed that if Michael Jackson passed away, Michael is still making millions of dollars for his family, and he believed this 30 song would bring us millions and millions of dollars. It's just a matter of time. And a matter of promotion, marketing, advertising. That's why he said, look, we need the backup. But really, we can use one big investor and let them control us, or we let every single client opportunity to own something big, to do something bigger than ourselves. So we decided to go to accept 3 big investor or 10 small investor. So we decided to approach that way. So if it costs 20,000, so that means we have small 10 investor. Well, one song we need $2,000 or 2,500 that they own for that one song, but that will cover all different stages: the promotion, the marketing, the video production. With photographer and video production will follow him, and also doing the song from writing a lyric to doing mixing and mastering, right? So total between 2,000, 2,500. So instead of asking some big guy with all the money, millions of dollars, and control us, we don't want that. We just wanted to share the wealth among all Khmer people that only have that $2,000, and then that one song. Or if they have more, they can invest into 2 songs or 3 songs, or maybe even 30 songs. So go that back calculation. I think him and I, we put a calculation. Ben, would you stop? Stop. So if we do 20,000 times 30 songs, so you're talking about $600,000, and if we do it at 2,500 every song, so we're looking at $750,000. So let's just say $500,000 to $1 million of fundraising for him. So, but again, this is big money. If we talk big money, then our approach will be we approaching the bigger player that maybe we could 3 investor that to come in and give us all $1 million front, sign a contract with them, and then we'll guarantee that fund a escrow account to make sure that Satiya can live on and have confidence. Say, look, I'm going to go out there and do my magic. I don't have to worry about funding because it's already in that account for
Mm.
all 30 songs. Or we can do it song by song. But to
Yeah.
him, he like to feel comfortable. He want to be empowered. So I told him, I can only give you a plan of action. I can't guarantee you anything. And we just have to make adjustment. And if I connect you to all the right people who are major player like you, Kim, with all your big connection, Emerald connection, we can do powerful things together. So we can only talk about it, plan together, and make adjustment together, and and look for a result, see the result. And I have no doubt that we will be very successful through our vision, mission, goals, and plan of action.
Yeah. And the royalties, it's very transparent. You get an email saying how much percentage you own the song, and it's going to be on all music platforms: YouTube, iTunes, Amazon. So everything is transparent in terms of how much you get in royalty.
Yes. So our business model is to be transparency, honesty, reliability, dependability, and accountability. And our
And
personal trait is to show a lot of love, kindness, caring, compassion, understanding, accepting.
and the good thing is a general wealth. So the kids, your kids, can benefit from this. Songs on YouTube, they're endless. They're everywhere. They eternity. Everyone can listen to it. Streams online, iTunes. Money comes in, it goes to the kids' pocket, and then
Yeah.
the
But
day.
the biggest money I think is going to generate us is him going to doing event that lead into the big event of Khmer New Year, 45 day. That's where the big money's at every single year. That could
Yeah.
bring millions of dollars to our 802 Angkor Crowne KBAMI.
Mm.
Satya, how do people make money off these days from music?
Through streams online, they go on YouTube by watching it, and they go through iTunes or Spotify. So every 1,000 streams, there's a percentage you get. Yeah.
Who pays you that? If it's YouTube pays you that?
I have a distributing company called DistroKid. So DistroKid takes care of every platform there is on earth.
Okay.
So they collect, and DistroKid
Because
collects all the.
as a consumer, we can view those for free. I'm just wondering how you're being paid for those songs.
Oh, through ads. Every platform has ads.
I see.
YouTube has ads. Spotify
Yeah.
has ads. So that's how they get their money in order to pay the artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are the profit sharing between the investors, let's say per song, is it after, let's say, the money was spent upfront to create from songwriting all the way to you producing the music video, and then it goes on the
Yeah.
platform. Um,
Hmm.
Whatever is generated goes are being shared among the investors. What are their costs? What about the cost of the management that is managing the different platform? Is
There is
that
only one. It's a one fee cost, one time only.
so?
No, I
There's no
think
management
Once
fee.
her
once it's
question.
uploaded onto all platforms, it stays there
I see.
forever. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I answer your question, Kim?
Yes.
I think you were seeking a bit more than that. This is a question that we need to get Joshua involved. Joshua will give you because he is in charge of all promotion, marketing, advertising. He will tell us after talking to him, he get all the information, does his research, he does all packaged together. He's going to give you all that report. So that
Okay.
will give you the transparency, because Satiya, his job is to focus on music, get that 30 song done that are meaningful, that are fulfilling, right? Purposeful. That's his job, right? And then his job is to go out and do all the touring to generate all those money, right? So the
Yeah.
big money, half 50% of the big money is coming from the touring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that the proposal will include all the different
Everything.
revenue
Everything.
generating channel.
Yes.
Everything. Yeah.
Yes.
As
And
you were
how that
talking
work?
about,
How that work is we are going to have 20% would owned by Satiya, Mike, and Swag, and then 20% of the profit. Now we said profit because I have to look at Joshua report first to determine the financial. So we have to decide if the 20% include gross or net. Right? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
But that's something
Yes.
I have to determine as a. That's where your co-founder comes in. We have to get together. Here's our situation, guy. What is our final decision? Because we have to have a collective decision because we gotta, be transparent to each other, right? I don't make the decision. He doesn't make the decision. It's all of us, right? That's why we need 100 co-founder. It doesn't cost them anything. It doesn't cost them time, because the reason I say it doesn't cost them anything because there's no need to put your money in, right? And there's no time. The reason I said it because you can be unavailable for your life, but you'd still be a co-founder because you already make the commitment. But you come in just to validate, be the meeting if you're available, and that's the reason why I said that. Okay, only if you're available. And when we do generational wealth, that means we're going to create a business when it comes to building franchise. That's how the rich gets rich. They build generational wealth through franchising, right? So once we build the business under you, because where I see you coming in is when I talk to a passionate entrepreneur, I help them monetize their business, monetize their talent. Then I open a business for them. Then if they're happy with that, I leave them alone. But if they're extraordinary and they understand how the rich gets rich, then that's when you and I step in and say, hey, why don't you take your business and let the investor, give the investor the opportunity to help you grow and expand. That's when you come in, I come in, Emerald comes in, because you're an expert at business franchising, generational wealth. And then once we build that wealth, we take that wealth and plant a money tree. And the reason I call it plant money tree, because you already make that money and you let money work for you because you've grown that tree. And that tree bear fruits. But every time you invest into Plan Your Money Tree investment group, it's guaranteed. It's secure or guaranteed between 12.5% to 25%. So 12.5% if you want to buy insurance. That means if you invest in that business and something happened, the insurance company will pay for that. Right? And then if you want to take a risk with that business, then you take the 25%. Because that you have to look at their history. That's something that I do with the soccer program. I let you choose between 12.5%, secure and guarantee, or you can take the 25% of, because I've been doing this 3.5 years and I've been very successful at it, and I just want to share that wealth with you. Or you can say, Chris, I don't trust you enough, but I do like the insurance with the 12.5%. I'm happy with 12.5%, and then 12.5% will go to the security insurance or return investment insurance. That's your decision. So those are the plan of action we're trying to do, is get passionate entrepreneur involved, and we help them build generational wealth, and we help them take their wealth and we plant money tree with them. So we'll keep doing that, and that's why I keep saying our job is to seek and discover people happiness, right? Enjoyment, purposeful, meaningful, and fulfilling life. So we keep helping them doing that. I can promise you they're going to be very happy. And then if they're happy, now they become what? Inspirational leaders. They want to do more. They want to make an impact. But if they're not in that position, what are they going to do? They don't even help themselves. Well, how can I help somebody else? Right? So this is powerful with the 802 Angkor, Crowne, KBAMI, UBAMI. So the KBAMI stands for Khmer, and if you're international brotherhood and sisterhood, you're under UBAMI. And the validation for their involvement is they get their first name and then the UBAMI or KBAMI.com. That would, if you ask them, are you a co-founder? If they have the email, that means they are. If they don't have the email, then they're not. So that's another.
Hey Chris, what about sponsorship?
We call it
How do you
advertisement.
feel about that?
We're looking at advertisement. And are you looking in terms of nonprofit fundraising, or you look in terms of business?
In terms of business, I mean, for example, if Satya wants to come and do a showcase one of his song in an event, right? And we could get a sponsor. How does that work? How does that?
We would.
Later.
It's intertwined with I believe in building value, and if you build value and you give them back that value to the people that advertise on your platform, then I would rather use that word rather than sponsorship. I'm not a big fan of donation. I'm not a big fan of sponsorship because you're relying on people, and some people doesn't feel comfortable. But if you feel that you have something of value and you exchange something, so you give us $200,000 in exchange for this back. But we don't want to use the term use sponsorship. But if you feel comfortable and everybody else wanted to do that, I'm okay with it. It's just me. I whatever work, but it have to have ethic and principle, and it have to follow all 802 rules and policy. If that follow that, and I think just using the word sponsorship, I'm not a fan, but would it be offensive? It depends how you use it.
I'm just thinking for large events, if we wanted to create greater brand recognition for Satya, if there's a large corporation here that wants to sponsor him, to do that or to incur some of the cost of having that event, I mean, that would be considered sponsorship.
Would that also fall under marketing advertising for the company?
That for them, it would be marketing advertising expense.
But to us, would be under sponsorship.
For us, it would be sponsorship, but it would be income, essentially, whether that incomes go to the split between the investors,
Yes.
or if that income goes into
No.
covering the cost of the
any
whatever.
income coming in, it go directly into the 802 bank account. And then the 20%, like I said, once we collectively make that decision, should we deduct expense first, or should we use as a gross profit, or we use a net profit? So all of us as a co-founder, we have to collectively agree to that. Once we agree to that, and then the calculation, we do that calculation accordingly. But any money coming into that bank account, regardless of what we did, is going to go 20% go to Satiya, Mike and Swag Company label. And then 20% will go to ACMMPRO, which stands for Angkor Crowne Music Movie Production. And not to when I said movie, we're going to do short film, and we're also going to do movie. And I will be approaching Kylie So and also Prak Lee to see if they would be, and then also another lady, I think she do all the special effects. So my goal is to reach out to them once we come to short film and movie production to tell us great story. Then that's something I would ask them to be the co-founder and director from it come to short film or movie director. But we don't make the movie, we just collaborate with other Khmer.
Okay. You know Prague has his own film and everything, right? Film and music label.
Prague?
Prague.
So he owned what?
He does I know with the film, he does it with Kaylee, right? I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Well, remember, we don't make movie, we don't do short film, we just collaborate with them. That's what we do. And what we do, we get our investor to invest into the project. Just like what Satiya vision was to spread this wealth and give the investment opportunity to be part of something big and bigger. Same situation applied to the short film and movie. And we probably do it the same approach. But again, it's all about all the co-founders, collective decision.
Okay. I just want to make a recommendation. I mean, this might not be the right talk with us here, but maybe with Josh, right?
Yes.
Okay. If we want to promote other investors that are involved in helping Satya become even bigger, branding and sponsorship, I think whoever gets the sponsorship for Satya should have a bigger share, because otherwise you'll have a few people who will be working for sponsorship and getting the cost covered, getting the revenue coming in even more, and while others are not really much, just kind of getting the advantage of just going through what Josh is doing versus more of us getting involved in helping Satya become even more bigger brand. I think just a recommendation for future.
I think it's a great recommendation. It's rewarding. And if you get rewarded, you're going to be motivated even more.
Yeah. Satya, how do you what are some of the maybe perhaps Chris can share with Josh also, just to give us an idea of like prior revenue from songs in the past.
That will be shared.
There's
Yes.
some data to be shared. That would be great to
Yes, that
get
would be shared. Yes. I
us to
think he
have
had
that.
4 million view, right? I saw 4
What?
million view. Was I when Joshua shared that screenshot with me? Did he say 4 million? Did you send him a
Of
4
what?
million view? 4,
Of
4
what?
million view.
Of what?
I don't know. I don't know where I see the 4 million. Except 4 and an M. I see that 4 million. I didn't, because I leave all that stuff to Joshua. I didn't want to pay too much attention.
It must be well. Most of my songs now pass millions, so I don't know which one you're talking about, but it's all in the millions.
How about all the Khmer app? I think there's like 5, 7 different Khmer app songs out there, right? There's a
My
lot of
app?
app out there in Khmer, right?
What do you mean?
The app, the people like the Spotify, but it's instead of Spotify in America, it's like
Yeah, they use the local ads, which they don't really generate money.
okay. But I know
Yeah,
that existed out there with Khmer, and maybe can even tap into many other market as well. That's something that is Joshua's responsibility. That's something when I talk to Joshua that we suggest and plan together.
the young Cambodian kids nowadays they go on Spotify because I mean they're very modern now, so they're not listening to like old bad quality audios. They go on YouTube or Spotify these days, and that's a great news for us too. Because our song's gonna be on it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't have any other questions, but thank you so much for arranging the call.
And
This is quite interesting for us.
I know. I was so excited for Satiya. I said, listen, I'm going to do my job and I'm going to introduce to all the right connection for you. But you got to build that energy with them, because if you don't have energy in the vibe, I can't help you. Because
Yeah, once his first song is out, with the music video and everything, there's gonna be a lot of people out there like, how can I get involved? How can I get invested in this? So I think if people that start from the beginning, they're gonna reap the reward faster and much bigger.
I'm already cried with the first song. I just want to let you know that. I got the
He
taste.
did. He
I
did. He
get the
told me.
taste
I'm
of
like,
writing it for him, and then he took it and make it like 1,000 times better. And I'm so emotionally in love with this song, and I don't know anything about music. I can only do so much, but he surprised me. He just so much in tune how captivating it is with the music.
I can't take all the credit, man. My team, they among one of the greatest. That's how we got to the C game, because of the team working. And I'm just the team leader, and we're just in the studio sitting and working, day and night. And it's just to show that these kids are unbelievable. They can do anything.
Yeah, I
And
cannot
with these
imagine.
30 songs, I can guarantee you, even just 5 songs out of 30 songs, if they 5 and they hits, we make millions for the rest of our lives and the kids. I'm telling you.
And like I told him, I said, I can't imagine that if you can bring me to tear in one song, can you imagine what you could do in 30 songs? You're going to bring every single Khmer, 17 million Khmer, down to their knee and cry as a river. I was
I
saying,
mean, we don't want the old to cry. We want to laugh and dance as well, with the 30
well,
songs.
no, cry of enjoyment, of
Yeah,
proud of what we have
yeah,
accomplished, what direction we're going, that our great
yeah,
grandchildren can say, wow, did
yeah,
they do this? Right?
yeah.
It's a building a legacy. And I think from the first, that's why I'm only going to accept 100 co-founder. And then after that, they just a regular member.
Yeah.
Right? But I
Mm-hmm.
just want to thank Satiya for even suggesting all those vision and idea with me, and that energy collided with mine, and we just blossomed together. And I would love you two to plan your money tree with us, and let's build this. Let's rebuild the Great Khmer Empire on a global scale together.
Yeah, great. I really love the idea of music and sport bringing people together.
And my
Yeah.
So,
company is called United We Play Sport League.
okay.
It's not just soccer; it's cover everything. So,
Mm.
Mike Tun, did you meet Mike yet? Did I introduce you to Mike?
Me?
We have met him prior to meeting you sometime last year. Yes, well,
I'm
Yeah, we
thinking
know.
about him as our co-founder, but he's in the sport director.
yeah, we've met him. Very
Perfect,
nice young man.
perfect. So that's another person I like Satiya to share his vision with as well.
Mm.
And I like Mike. Mike at this moment is very skeptical, which it's normal. I expected that. So I'm prepared for every single level because I told Satiya and myself about business trade and personal trade. You have to be consistent, persistent,
Yeah.
right? You gotta keep marching forward and continue to expand your energy. And maybe the energy doesn't expand to collide you yet, but let time speak. Let time, let them come to give them time to grow and expand. So when we collide, them will be a powerful force. And if it's negative, and then we propel each other, and if it's okay with that too, we
Yeah.
can't. We our aim is 17 million, but if we can get 100,000, we're happy, right?
Yeah.
Just a hundred
Absolutely.
thousand, just 100,000 members paying a $5 donation or not donation, a $5 membership subscription to listen to a song from firsthand, right? That's $500,000 a month. Just that alone, crazy. So that's why we are excited and really looking forward for you to join us because I feel that your energy and your vibe for both of you, your experience, your knowledge, and your commitment to make Cambodia a better place, and not only that, make our people a better person. Let's give them the gift. So that being said, I'm going to ask you this question because it's recorded, it's documented. So whatever the answer is, we will understand and accept your decision. No emotional feeling, no judgment, whatever that is. Okay. So the fourth one is we need your confirmation from ACMMPRO to join to Angkor Crowne KBAMI as one of our co-founders and business franchise director. Would that be a yes or would that be a no?
I like what you're talking about. Let us discuss separately and get you an answer back in the next day or two.
Note, understood, and accepted. How about you, Satiya?
Likewise, the same. Yeah.
All right. So we're
Decision we
back.
respect. There's no, like you said, there's no negative feelings. We accept your decision, whatever it's gonna be. But just know that it is coming from love from all of us here.
Absolutely. So can we arrange a meeting in 3 days or just text each other when you're available and just we'll just leave it in there.
We'll put it in the group chat.
Okay. Sounds good. So we'll circle back in 3 days and then you can share what is your decision and what make you say yes, what make you say no, what make you delay or whatever that be. And we recorded it and then we'll make a final recording, confirmation recording. And then like I said, we love you, we respect you. We'll we continue to show each other's love and kindness and compassion and and understanding and acceptance to you, whatever that may be. And maybe whatever that is, we're hoping that our energy will collide when the time is right. And if that time is right in 3 days, we'll be celebrating with joy and happiness. And we're going to smile from ear to ear. And we can't wait to take action with you guys.
Okay. We'll let you know, Chris.
Right.
Thank you.
Checking some more good.
Akon
Okay.
Charan.
Bye.
Great meeting you.
Thank you,
Nice
guys.
meeting you.
Bye bye.
You.
Bye.
Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
Yep.
Take care.
Take care. Okay,
All right.
brother, just me and you. What do you think?
I mean, should I say because you're recording it and posting it?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. It's end. Let me end first. Sorry. Thank you. I forgot.